holy! Oh, wonderful. Hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very wet Baku Grand Prix. It's full wet conditions here tonight for the F4 division. Yeah, my reaction says it all, pretty much. Yeah, good evening, everybody. My name is RSF1 Brundle, and I am joined with by Vettel SF71. Yeah, how are you, Vettel? I presume you're smiling at this point because the conditions we've got.
Yeah, you can't beat a good bit of wet conditions, especially qualifying. It's so important. And this can really shake the race up.
Yeah, it certainly can, as already Vibing Low loses it on the brakes out of the pit lane. But I'm sure he'll be fine perfectly there. The weird thing is, Vettel, is there is sunlight from the pits. You can just about see it at the top of the stands there, but well, here we are. So round number 4 of the season, still very early days in the championship, but we are all settling in. The front runners are starting to show their might, but still a long way to go. We had a crazy race, to say the least, didn't we, Vettel, last time out in China? We had a safety car and a virtual safety car, and going by last night, I don't know whether you saw last night, but if last night's anything to go by, this could be just as crazy.
Yeah, Baku is known for producing crazy races. I'm not going to say this year's real Grand Prix was very entertaining, because it wasn't. But in-game, it's certainly a very interesting track to watch. That castle section can be exceptionally deadly if you're not careful.
Obviously a few things from China. Obviously a lot of things happened under the safety car that we did see, and some of which we did not see. There are a couple of penalties bringing forward, and obviously the stewards are there. They dealt with the problems, etc. So we won't go into too much detail about it. We need to tell you the results of that. One of which is RSF1 Junior is not here tonight. He got a race ban for this race. He also has a quali ban for Spain. So yeah, so that's the thing. So we will not be seeing Junior tonight, unfortunately. CCR Weber in the Mercedes has a qualifying ban for this race, so he'll be starting this race at the back. Gives people less stress, I guess, through Q1, Vettel, doesn't it? Because
no one's out.
We should have 15. We should have 15 people going straight through, ideally. So don't push on this Q1 session.
Yeah, I mean, with CCR Weber's penalty, I don't think anyone's going to go out except him.
No, they still have to. They still have to set like a reasonable time, but they don't have to push 100%, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, basically. I don't know whether the starting P16 is a bad thing around here, because there's normally a lot of incidents which you can capitalise on.
Well, yesterday's F2 race, you had somebody who started in 17th, finished in 3rd. So, and somebody started 11th, won the race. So, you absolutely never know, to be honest. But, yeah, here we go. Just going to run down a few things as well. We do have a couple of new names. Just hope they're out at the moment. Where is he? There he is. This is the guy, Fish Sticks 957. He has replaced Monster Skyline in the Renault. His permanently, by the way. So he's not. Oh, and he's gone straight on in turn 1. So good start from
he got
him
damaged
in the Renault. But
oh no, he's fine. Never mind.
no, he didn't. No, it's all good. Just getting his eye in. Yeah, interesting debut. Baku City Circuit in the full wet conditions. So hopefully he can have a good race tonight. Also, we have Koala VG. I believe he had his first race last week, but he's in his second at the moment. Then we have... I'm only going to say it... Oh, Scotsman's...
He's
gone. Oh, he's retired. On the back straight. Where's the Red Bull? Red Bull Quaker Oats might be able to catch up to him. Yeah, Scotsman's out of this session, and that's what I was saying, Vettel. Why do you need to push in this session? Because he would have been already through.
You never know. Yeah.
Oh, Quaker Oats had a massive tank stuffer as well. Tricky conditions. Yeah, silly for me, to be honest, because vibing low there. He's done a 2:07. He's already through. Don't need to go any quicker.
No, it's a safe time. I think we have a new name change, don't we? I think it's RSF1.
Yeah, so
Ciao.
Yeah, I was just going to get to that. Let's notice fish sticks also still having trouble with these conditions. Just braked into the bottom left-hander there. As Quaker Oats goes fastest at 56.8. Yes, RSF1 Kachow. Those who have seen the film Cars, if you haven't, why haven't you? Because it's a great film. It was about NASCAR pretty much. Yeah, he has named it after a word that's said in there. And I promised him, if he finishes a session first, he's got to finish a session first, at any point, Q1, 2, or 3, or he sets the fastest lap in the race, I will say it properly. That's the only time I'm going to say it.
He's got the whole season to make you do it.
Yeah, but RSF1 Kachow, for anyone there, it used to be Reefer. So that's him there. Right, and apart from that, we are all good. Missing a few, which is perfectly fine, is the way it goes. But it's good, obviously, with fish sticks coming in. It's good to see, new names are currently coming in all the tiers. Good to see that the league is still attracting new drivers coming in.
Yeah, it's always good to see new faces in a league racing, and hopefully they can challenge, be up there,
Yeah. Not really focusing on the times at the moment, but Kid Cuddy, welcome back, Kid Cuddy. Missed China last time. I've got a train of cars behind him. I don't think all on laps. Vibing, that's in the pits, that's alright. Always got to check. Yes, Kid Cuddy back after he missed China. He's very happy to be back, basically. Said to me day after last week's race, he'd be keen to be back into Baku, hopefully with his championship lead. He does have his championship lead, but I'll go over the points soon, as he gives a little slipstream to the Toro Rosso, who was Tom. Sets a 2-minute flat. Should be perfectly fine there.
LR Blazer Guns is next across the line. 1 minute 57.9.
Notice Joshua. I know I shouldn't really be looking at the times, but if this is going to be the conditions all the way through, as Primus, that's in the pits as well. If this is conditions all the way through, he's got close to Kid Cuddy's time now. Yeah, Verstappen knows the reference in the chat there. Good evening to everyone. 27 viewers so far. Thank you very much for watching. To seeing in the chat, evening RSF1 Vettel, Falcon, the Blitzstig, Mrs. Blitzstig, who I presume is Blitzstig's girlfriend, but you never know. Someone can make that name because of a joke, but I'm assuming. Rebster, evening to you. RSF1 Vettel saying AJ is hosting and it's raining. What are the chances? Of course. Okay, that's what he's known for. Vibing low. Bad Dark Side, evening. Thank you. Yeah, just going through. There's a... Oh, it's Blazer.
It's Blazer.
Oh, he's Austin Powers it. He's stuck in between. Hopefully He doesn't get disqualified. Wobbles is retired, but that's in the pit lane. That's fine. And Blazers got themselves out of that. Okay, good.
I'm quite intrigued how he did that.
Spun it. He's very lucky he's carrying on. Is the rain easing off to you, Vettel? Doesn't seem to be raining as hard.
No, I don't think there's any rain at all in sector 2 and 3.
Could have intermediates going into Q2. There we go.
I think we're going to get a dry Q3.
Yeah, might do. Schumacher on a lap at this point. Very unlucky in China last time. Obviously, he got pole position in his debut for the Ferrari team. Just got caught out with the safety car. Just couldn't bring the results back. But he definitely showed the pace, didn't he? Last week, it showed it could be a contender that the front runners will need to watch out for.
Yeah, he definitely showed himself to be very good in qualifying. I didn't feel like his race pace was as strong as Quaker's, and who was the other one? Was it Joshua?
Yeah.
He fell behind them quite a way.
Oh! Yeah, he was actually on a very good lap. He was purple sector 2 just then. Oh, Bad Darksider, thank you for the weather report. Rain to ease with 6 minutes to go at the end of Q1. Okay, thank you for that. Oh, it's easy now. I can already see it. It's easy now. Some might have intermediates, but I don't think anybody will go back out, to be honest, Vettel. I'll be very surprised if they do. Just need to set the laps, as we were saying.
Yeah, it's a bit of a waste of tyres going out again. Especially when it's easing off.
Dyslexic saying hello, boys. Hello, Dyslexic.
Okay, Charles hit the wall.
Vibing low, same Storm Sierra took over Azerbaijan. Yeah, it certainly did. Certainly did. Obviously, those that are watching, I hope you're all perfectly okay with the storm. Hopefully it hasn't affected you too much. For me, I've only had wind, basically, down where I live, in the south. So I've been very fortunate, but I know a few people in the United Kingdom have been affected, so hopefully you're all okay. Yes, Koala, Raikkonen and Kachow out of that. Although Kid Cudi's going back out on Inters as his Blazer. You don't need to do this. If you see, this is the silly thing, right? I'm not saying that Cuddy will crash, but if he does, he's already through to Q2. He doesn't need to do this.
Yeah, he's already gone deep.
He's letting people through.
Ah, okay.
I think he's just let Koala through his on a lap.
He's braving it out on the intermediate tyres.
Yeah, all it takes is one simple mistake like that from Koala in front of him. See if Cuddy was really close behind Koala. He could have been connected there, but Koala's got together. Lucky to still going.
Kachow's hit the wall again.
Just need to break. And you nearly... It's got more damage to his wing as well. Just cross the line. On purple sector 2, I have no idea how. That can't be right.
No, it can't be. I think it's one of those game glitches. Where if you're in a lap, it'll randomly give you purple sectors when you haven't.
Oh! Front wing gone. He's dragging the car over the line. He's still got to set a lap. And yeah, I think he understands that. A little bit of Formula Ford aero style. There he goes, 59.8.
That's not that bad.
Considering 4 seconds off the pace, but he's alright. He should be through now. Just right now, bring the car safely back in.
Does Raikkonen need to set a lap?
Koala does. Because at the moment he's behind Scotsman on the list, and that will take him out.
I imagine CCR or Weber will take P13 if it stays like this.
I mean, yeah, he's meant to have a quality plan and start from the back, but that's the thing about this. All everyone else had to do was set a lap. Like, do what Vibing Low did and do 2 minutes 7, be simple with it, and go through. No. You all decided to be competitive, didn't you? I want to be quick.
Makes the session more interesting though.
Yeah, I guess. Right, as we got 2 minutes 30 left to go, I'll quickly run through the championship order. So, Kid Cudi retained his lead even though he missed China last time out. He's on 50 points. His teammate had a very good race. Quaker Rates finished second last time out, although I think penalties did jumble the order, so I think he may have won last time, but he's up to 42 points. Raikkonen is in third on 38 with Porter on 30 points. Porter's actually not here. I only just realised Porter's not here. Goodness. Hopefully he's alright. Doesn't normally miss a race. It's now a surprise. Porter's on 30, Daniel P45 is on 28. Tomiko Maniac's on 24, Blazer Gun 16, Kachow's on 15, Junior on 12, Cecil Weber on 9, Scotsman on 8, Wobbles on 4, Bodder 2, Tedist and Primus on a point each. Means Constructors, Red Bull have a solid lead at the start. Good start to their championship, they're on 92 points. Renault are second 55, Alpha third on 52, Haas on 36, Toro Rosso 26, Williams 16, Racer Point 13. Missed out Ferrari 17, Mercedes 10, and McLaren are yet to score. Although,
really?
to be fair, though, they've always been in positions where they could have scored. Just Joshua and can't remember who the other one was, because Koala's just recently gone into there. Joshua is the big surprise, because I do think he has the pace to be challenging for the title, potentially, or even top 5 at the end of the season, but he hasn't scored any points up to this moment. Maybe that could change today.
Yeah, he's been quite unlucky with 2 crashes, I think, in Australia and China.
Koala's just going to make it over the line, I think, with 12 seconds to go. Now, all you need to do, Koala, is set a time. Okay, doesn't need to be fast. Just set a time as you go sideways through turn 1. So you're not listening. You're not listening. You watch the stream as you race. So listen. Just set a time. I don't care if you want to be fast. Just set a time.
Raikkonen
he's not
coming down the main straight.
Not even a fellow Ferrari driver. Why am I stressing? Right, so Raikkonen P5 on intermediate 57.6. Definite dry line coming through. Right, so everyone is safe. Apart from Koala. He's set. As he comes around end of the first sector.
If he gets a lap done, I believe Scotsman will be out.
And he retired on the he crashed, didn't he? So
yeah.
And that's the thing as well. If you crash, you automatically start at the back of Koala, stepping the car back out. Right, come on, you've only got a few corners left. Few corners left to go. The other thing I'm a little bit concerned about is the Haas and the Alpha going very slowly. Of course, AI cars and all that.
Raikkonen's already got picked up the damage.
Yeah, I just hope they don't terminally damage each other, because otherwise they won't be going through to the next session.
I think Raikkonen might push Daniel into the wall. Oh no.
They're alright. And crossing the line, we're all safe. Thank goodness. Right. Q1 sorted. Q2 is when we eventually get down to business. So we're going to have 13 in Q2. Unfortunately, Scotsman and Wobbles crashed out in the session. CCR Weber had a qualifying ban. So ironically, he'll be starting 14th. So he's gained 2 free positions despite having that penalty from last time out.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll take that with open arms. Did LR Blazer Guns leave the session?
I think he did. We'll soon see. Just let me check. Don't know whether I've got him on the friends list on this account. No, I don't. So I can't even check anyway. Pretty sure he came back in. Go see so Weber retiring again, and away we go. Who's going to be the first one out in this session? Q2 looks to be a Williams.
Oh no, it's a Williams, of course. I keep forgetting the
Blazer,
the
yeah,
other way around.
Blazer did come back in. He's saying in the chat he never left.
Ah.
Yeah. Multitasking as well, because he's come out of the pits. I've noticed this about Blazer. I don't know whether you noticed this. He's always first out in a session. I mean, it helps he's at Williams, which is at the far end of the garage, but he's always first out. Normally on hard tyres as well. Intis halfway through Q2 and Q3 looks dry second half apparently, so that could be interesting. Dry for like the last few minutes of Q1, but as he goes round. Just before he's about to begin the lap, obviously we'll do a hot lap a little bit later on. But in terms of this track, Vettel, obviously you'll be driving round in anger tomorrow in the F1 division. Hopefully have a good result. But what is the biggest tests around this track for any people watching?
Just the walls, really. If it didn't have the walls, I think it would. It'd just be a normal track, to be honest. But the main killer at this track is definitely the castle section. I think there's no doubt in that. I believe it's taken out a lot of people in RSF1 in any league, to be honest. It's just so unpredictable.
Well, the thing is, most people will be surprised when I say this, but I rate this track tougher than Monaco because it's faster. It's just the way the track is, like the first few corners, especially in wet conditions. You're coming from about 200 miles an hour down to really tight left-handers, which, as you say, have got walls either side. Especially turn 3. Turn 3 is where you're going to see it's very difficult to go side by side with someone. Monaco, you just...
It's a train, really.
Yeah, I think that's the main sort of difference. Monaco has really only 2 overtaking opportunities, and even then, they're really tricky to do. You've got to trust the car, that you're battling with. Baku, this circuit, almost encourages overtaking because you've got turn 1, turn 3. You can pull off maneuvers.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. I think this is a much trickier track than Monaco because Monaco's been in the game for ages. Everyone can really drive it. Whereas Baku, I believe they change some of the curves and everything every year. And it does slightly change.
Especially in this game to last game. I think, that last left-hander, the one that Blazer Gun's about to go through now, I'm pretty sure that curb was further back or further forward. Definitely is in a different place. But Blazer Guns is going to complete his lap coming through now. Fast left and right. That's
Fish
the
6
set
is
to 1.
he's put in the predicament.
Yeah, Baptism of Fire's first league race, struggling with the brakes it seems. 51.9 for Laser Gun, sets the early sort of benchmark. I'm not really sure about times, to be honest. Just whoever goes quick in the at the right time.
That is quite a huge jump since Q1. They were hitting 57s with Inters, so they might have been sandbagging a bit.
Nah, 57 wets. That was 57.2 from Koala, but that's a few mistakes I think in there. Schumacher 54.9, same. Waiting on kind of Quaker and Kid Cudi and Joshua, although Joshua's a 59.4. Where's Cudi? Cudi's in a big train of cars. 2 Alphas. Raikkonen third. Way off place. Ah, there we go. 51.6. Kid Cudi seems to be relishing these conditions. Was quickest in Q1 under the full wets, although did anybody try, to be honest?
Probably not. Red Bull's looking pretty pacey.
Yeah, continuing on the form. Although, I thought there was damage on Quaker, there isn't. On the front right, we're all good. Right, so only Fish Sticks and Vibing low yet to set the time. Vibing's coming up to the start-finish straight. Ah.
B10.
Man with the Cash says in the chat, I've never realised or noticed this. It says make sure you practice with session time on official. At turns 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 are slightly different layout. I never really noticed that actually. I've never done this track out of official, I guess, so I wouldn't be able to tell.
I might have to read into that.
Yeah, Fish Sticks, every time I go onto his car, is really struggling with the brakes at the moment. In this Renault, these conditions, not liking these at all. The Koala 57 to Yellow Fire's middle sector. No one's crashed it in this session yet, and they should be going fast as Fish Sticks again.
Daniel's lost front wing.
There's Daniel. P10. Yeah, front left a little bit. That's going to be key in the race. That's going to be very key in the race, especially if we have safety cars. During which, you've got to keep your car intact.
Yeah,
And you're
I
straight
think
in.
damage is a killer around here. The understeer just... it makes it so much harder to turn in the corners.
I think that's something I'm gonna try when we finish this. I'm gonna try this track under not official to see what they actually mean about the track layout, but because K-Mag and RSF1 Vettel was saying how it's different. Blazer Guns goes quicker, although he had a big slipstream from the Renault in front of Fish Sticks. 51.1 from Blazer, so looking good.
No, Cudi invalidated his lap. He can't finish it.
Oh, Koala's retired. Where is that? Where is that? That is... Oh, he's
retired
on
track.
track. Oh, shouldn't have done that. No, that's a rule you shouldn't be doing in the league, retiring on track. So, can you record that if it gives enough time?
I recorded it from a Fish Sticks perspective.
Yeah, don't know what happened there. It seemed to go straight on 1, 2, 3. Yeah, turn 4, and I guess he just parked it up there and just thought, oh, I don't want any more of this.
Who's on a lap?
Kachal's on one. Kachal's actually doing Blazo as well. They're doing the one tip that I always recommend in wet conditions, and that is put on a set of tires and put about 5 laps of fuel in, because the wets and the indes just get quicker every lap you do. You get used to where the grip is and where you can push. It's not like the dry tires where you can get 1 or 2 laps out of them. That's the way I found anyway. That's just me personally, but doing the same. Just gradually getting his eye in.
I don't know about you, but are the alphas slipstreaming? It seems to be what they're doing.
Yeah, they either that or they're very close. Let's see, is Kachal actually on a lap at the moment?
Yeah, he's in a high.
3 tenths down.
He'll probably abandon it, I imagine.
Yeah, they're not close enough for slipstreaming. Raikkonen would have been slowing down at this point if they were. Right, so here comes Raikkonen. Is he going to improve? Yes, by a couple of tenths. 53.5 goes ahead of Kachal by 400ths, basically.
The track is definitely drying out.
A bit safer. Don't think it's going to be dry enough for dry tyres at the end of this session, no?
No, I don't think anyone would want to go on the dry tyres anyway. It gives you a free choice for the race. Starting on the instance.
Right, so Primus is in a little bit of danger because he's in P9 at the moment in the Mercedes. And he's got a couple of positions. Daniel is under pressure because he's in 11th at the moment. And Daniel hasn't had the best of qualifying these last couple of races, has he? Ever since Australia, where he got that second, sorry. Yeah, because he was second behind Kid Cudi. Ever since then, had a difficult qualifying in Bahrain. I think he was 12th, and then the same in China. Really doesn't need to be in this position again for Baku, does he?
No, I wouldn't say so. But I don't really think this is a very big qualifying track because of how much can change in the race. So, yeah. I don't think you can really be disappointed with anything around here. Apart from maybe last, but, you know.
Yeah, he would want to get into the top 10 though, I would assume.
Oh, obviously,
at the very least, you don't want to be in a potential danger zone, anything out. I always think anything between 7th and 14th, there's, no matter how clean you have drivers in any league, 7th to 14th is always going to be the danger zone because it's right in the middle of the pack. So, right, let's see. Oh no! Oh, that's damaging it. Yeah, front right. Now he's going to be in trouble because he doesn't have enough time to get back into the pits. This is going to be a very troubled lap. Been in this situation many a time before.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, the understeer. You feel for him. He needs to be currently a 54.5, but
I meant 5 hit the wall. He's lost a huge amount of wing.
Yeah, and that's what his outlap is as well. It's only a little bit, but again, he's going to have understeer as well. Primus is back out and should be fine back round. Newmarket is there. Yellow flag set to 2. Alright. Right, yeah, Daniel's 2 tenths down on his lap. Kachal in the pits. Yeah. And power sliding his way out of that corner there, Daniel. Really desperately trying. If he comes through, he's got to ease on the power, then straight forward. You can run over that curbs actually, and you'll still be fine. The understeer. Oh,
Yeah.
it's gone. Yep. Oh. He tried to go flat out, and that was it. So the only person that can knock Vibing Low out is the debutant, Fish Sticks, who's currently 12th, and he's nearly a second up in his lap. See how he takes it. The rain's practically stopped. So, let's see. Saved a lot of VRS here. And he's 1.6 up, so Vibing's in danger here. If Fish Sticks can finish the lap, he can get into the top 10. He's got to be very careful. Ease off the... Yeah, because he's got it. He's got plenty of VRS to run to the end.
It's looking a good lap, actually.
Yeah, this is going to put him through, I reckon. Ahead of Vibing Low. Yeah, Vibing's out. Fish Sticks goes P9. Just had a Primus, so good luck from Fish in the Renault. The lone of Renault, remember this evening. So, and DRS is enabled as he crosses it. So, could have gone on dries if you timed it perfectly, but too much of a risk. But it's going to be a dry Q3 by the looks of it.
Yeah. Schumacher's on a lap as well.
Unfortunate for Vibing. Just missing out with that damage that he had on his outlap already. Probably he's got more damage, so I think he tried going round with it and just maybe lost it again.
Yeah, so easy to do on this track. Who's left across the line? Schumacher and
Primus and Schumacher. TTS trying wet.
I wonder what the SF7 means in Schumacher's name.
I feel like I should 7 titles. That's another thing I would say about Schumacher. He's named after Mick Schumacher, not Michael Schumacher.
I see.
Thing I would say, because the profile picture, unless he's changed it, let me just check. Yes, Mick Schumacher on his profile picture.
Right.
I believe he's named after that. But the 7 may be relation to the obviously the number of titles that Michael Schumacher won. It's 7, isn't it?
Yeah, he won 7.
Yeah. I said there was a thought in my mind. Did he win 7? Oh. Right. Well, we're not going to go into that subject of whether he deserved to win 7, but I'll leave it at that.
That'll be a hairy debate.
No, we're opening up something we're not... No. Shouldn't open it.
Yeah, never open
Right.
that.
Right, so eliminated from the session is Vibing Low in the Williams, Daniel P45 in the Haas, Koala Fiji in the McLaren, and Webber obviously still had that qualifying ban, but he will start 14th.
So pretty good intermediate times there. LR Blazer Guns, nearly 5/10 ahead of Kid Goody.
Mm-hmm.
Could he go
Obviously,
for pole?
if it is, dry, then these times are completely thrown out the window. It's well, what it does do, if we get rain all the way through qualifying or during a race, then at least it gives us some indication of who will be good in wet conditions, I guess. But Red Bulls look good, Joshua looks good, but clean slate now in Q3 as we move forward. Yeah, Vettel saying, Brundle, don't take it any further. Yep. Good idea. Good idea. Yeah, dry. Completely. In Q3. So, here we go. So, silly question, really, because who knows? Who's your money on pole? I don't think we can
really
call it,
know.
to be honest.
I'm gonna have a punt, and I'm gonna go Schumacher. So I feel like you might be running a dry setup rather than a
Oh,
high downforce.
you you don't have the inside knowledge of the fact that Schumacher doesn't like this track at all.
Oh, okay then, never mind.
Yeah, well, that's what he told me anyway. So whether that comes true or not. Oh, Blazer! Jesus, that was close. See, this is the other thing. This is the other thing about going from wet to dry. It's really weird because then you have more grip than what you've been used to for the last half hour. We're really weird for these guys, all on soft tyres, but here we go. Okay, one thing you can say, what time are we expecting for pole here? Pole last night in F2 was a mid 37, I think, 37.3. Was it 36.9? No, 36.9, but front runners was 37s. I'm thinking F4 probably low 38. I'm thinking. Anybody hits a 37 here tonight, I think would be. I think that's a good lap.
36.9.
I think it was a 36.9. Oh, Blazer! Somewhere to get your tyres wrong. Hit the curb. That's a very awkward curb. There.
Yeah, very awkward.
But
To gain loads of time, you have to cut really far over it.
oh!
Oh,
He's at the, I was gonna do a hot lap on him, and then he's. Oh. Who's behind him? Fistick's in the Renault. Mercedes a Primus, right? Do you mind me taking through this one?
yeah, go for it.
Okay, right. So here we are on board of Primus Gaming. Let me get the telemetry up as he goes down into turn 1, 212 miles an hour with a frontline speed as he hits turn 1, hits the curb, turns in nicely into turn 2, hits the curb. Okay, can throw your car a little bit, so you got to be careful you don't hit it too much. Now onto the back straight with some more frontline speed. I'm not going to say it again, but here comes turn 3. It's in hot lap mode. We're into second gear. And then through turn 4, another 90-degree corner, this time to the right. And that's the end of the first sector. It's a 35.5. As he goes into the chicane, you can use that curb on the left to drag the car around. And then through this very difficult corner here, you can sort of cut the inside curb a bit too much and valid out. Now here comes the castle. Going to be really committed and chuck the car in. Maybe using the curves on the left and the right. And then going to carry the speed up at the top of castle. And then on to the back straight, now completely flat. Now very tricky corner because you've got to go downhill as you're braking. Can be slightly blind. And you're going to have plenty of ERS ready because as soon as you've got past this left hand at the end of the middle sector, 16.4 for Primus, you're going to have loads of ERS because this is completely flat, or it should be anyway now, but to ease off a tiny bit did Primus, so got a little bit of slipstream in the Renault in front, and that's it. Got nothing else left to do but just allow the car to cross the line and sets a 40.4 for Primus there. A few mistakes I feel in that lap. I feel he can go a little bit quicker, but decent banker lap, I guess.
Yeah, I feel that's a pretty good banker.
Here comes Quaker in the Red Bull. Raikkonen in the Alpha 40.8. The other Alpha of Kachal 40.0. Okay, good luck from him, but Quaker I think is going to get the 39s. He does, yeah. 39.6. But here comes his teammate, Kid Cudi. Gets 38.8.
Oh, provisional.
My goodness. Wow.
That is quite a big gap.
VLC Dan, can't hear any in-game audio. Anybody else in chat? Is the game audio very quiet? I mean, it's meant to be quiet, but if it's too quiet... On mobile, nothing works. Okay. Okay, anybody else? Is the game audio fine? I might need to check that. Tomiko's gone third meantime. 7 thousandths behind Quaker there. So Cuddy, goodness me, 38.8. Very good lap from him.
I kind of hope Kachow gets pole, just to hear you say it properly.
Well, he's got to find quite a bit of time if he's going to beat Kid Cudi's lap. That is probably one of those hookup laps where everything is perfectly fine. Yeah, apparently audio is good, so I'll continue. I mean, the game audio is meant to be quiet anyway, right? Always have it like a like 10. Joshua, purple middle sector. Joshua's on it. So let's see as he runs the car through, completely flat. The other thing with Primus is that he had no ERS. He ran out of it before the line. Joshua, this looks a very quick time. This could challenge Big Cuddy. Oh, maybe not. 39.0. 2 tenths. At least we have a challenger, though.
I don't know about Kid Cudi's lap. I think he could
pits.
probably go quicker.
Yeah. So, Cuddy back with a vengeance by the looks of it. 38.8. Joshua had 39.0, 39.6 for Quaker and Tom. Very close there. Kachow in 5th, Primus 6th, Schumacher 7th. Raikkonen and Fish Sticks and Blazer yet to set a time. I think it's around here as well. It's almost like Monaco in terms of pace difference throughout the grid. You either like it or you don't like it.
Yeah.
And if you like it, you're quick. You don't like it, you're quite far off the pace.
I've got a feeling to watch it's a very popular circuit, but to drive it, I feel it's not normally in people's top 10 tracks.
Tomiko's on another lap, and he's purple middle sector. Whether that's true or not, may to be seen, but he's going on another lap.
I think it's a couple of tenths up.
Absolute flying. So at the very least, he's going to go third, but can he get anywhere near the top 2? Looking good. 37, 38. 29, 40. Nails third anyway. The only thing I do question, Vettel, is... as he goes... nearly goes headlong into turn 2. Does he have enough time to get back in and back out again? I don't think he does. 3 minutes 25. It's...
Yeah, I think he can get through.
He'll have to
He'll have to do a quick out lap there.
We'll have plenty of fuel. Both Red Bulls on their out laps. Primus, I think, is going again, and his first sector's coming up. First sector is so long in this track, 35 seconds, and he's always 3 tenths up. So this is a good lap so far. See how he takes Castle. Castle is the key thing, whether you like this track or not. If you go in there full commitment, or you're brave enough to do so, then you like the track. Slightly wide at the top, but he's okay. Keeping in hot lap as he comes around to the back of the track here. Now this corner coming up, you can actually go over the curb if you turn it in right. Doesn't feel brave enough to do so, but all the top guys, you'll see that a lot in F1 tomorrow. You can run over that curb and be fine. He's 3 tenths up, run that's very close to the wall on the right hand side there. Running it very low. I think he's going to run out of ERS again, so yeah, he is. But this is going to be his bid for qualifying. Can he overtake Kachow, get into the 39s? He just goes 5th. But that's him done, qualifying.
Uh,
Fifth for Primus so far.
he could go again, but his tyres will be pretty dead.
Cuddy's hit the wall. Cuddy's hit the wall. His bid to retain pole. He cannot now defend it because he's got damage on his front wing. But he's giving a... Oh! Oh! Oh, I'm not sure about that. That was a bit...
Why, what's he done?
interesting. Well, he was ahead of his teammate Quaker going into Castle, and he went up the escape road. I think that put Quaker off a little bit, because he didn't go full into Castle, as you could have done, because I think he was aware that what his teammate was doing, but it's a 10th up anyway. I just put him off slightly. I saw the kind of wheel movements going into there. Alright, here we go. Oh, this is good though. 39.4. Goes back ahead of Tom.
Yeah, Tom hasn't gone out again.
It's all down to Joshua, I think. I think Joshua has a good chance of getting it. Yeah, he's near 3 tenths up first sector, so he's on a good lap.
Purple sector 1 as well.
Schumacher.
I think he crashed.
He's yeah, he's crashed it. On board of Fish Sticks, who is currently going around. See if I can see him.
Wow, Josh was really committed to the castle section. He was flying through there.
Oh. Yeah, straight into that downhill right-hander, Schumacher. Fish Sticks forgot that ghosting is on. She could have gone through there. Blaze has gone second. 39.0. Where's Joshua? Ooh,
Oh,
he's only a 10th up. He's got to keep going.
I think he backed off a bit because of Schumacher's car. I think he might not have thought Ghosted was on.
It's your natural instinct though, you do just slow down. Let's see, is it gonna do it?
No.
No! 38, 8, 6, 7, 17 thousandths off.
Kachal's a 10th up. Oh, he's gone deep.
Oh, he's damaged. He's damaged. Yeah, major damage. Both sides of the front wing. So Cuddy takes the pole position.
Is that another pole?
But Josh, yeah, that is. That
The
is
second.
pole in Australia. No, it's third. Didn't he get pole in Bahrain?
No.
No, Raikkonen did. Raikkonen did. I apologise, Raikkonen. Jesus.
I think it's Australia, and here he's got the pole positions.
2 out of 4. 2 out of 3, technically, because one he didn't take part in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joshua was saying in the chat, I didn't realise Ghosting was on, so slowed down. Yeah, so he's on for Baku and Monaco, I believe. A simple thing, Castle, you know, if you get a car blocking it, especially in the race, there'll be absolute chaos and carnage, the 2 C words. Yeah, Cuddy on pole. Back with a statement, isn't it? Championship leader, he still means business.
Pretty good time as well, 38.8.
Right, run down the top 10.
In P1 we have Kid Cudi with a 38.8. Second we have Joshua from McLaren with a 38.8. Third we have LR Blazer Guns with a 39 dead. Fourth we have Quaker Oats on a 39.4. Fifth we have Tom the Eco Maniac in the Toro Rosso with a 39.4 as well. Sixth we have Primus Gaming for Mercedes on a 39.9. Seventh we have RSF1 Kachal with a 140.0. Eighth we have Raikkonen.
And then
Raikkonen, Schumacher, and then was it Daniel?
Fishsticks.
Fishsticks, that's it.
Yeah, Daniel was 12th. Right, so sunny conditions for the race. 44 viewers. Spiked up to 44 viewers just as the race is about to start. So great timing, everyone, and thank you for watching. Top 3 in the chat predictions. Put them in. Koala's readied up, and I believe that's the second time he's done that. They do get told of the first time they do it, and he's done it again. Koala, come on, man. That's retiring on track, and that's readying up. Take a screenshot of that.
I have.
Or recording. Unless you have taken a screenshot of it. Got it, because Prime is readied up too. Alright. Someone needs to tell him. Verstappen, you tell him he's a McLaren driver. Alright. Here we go for the start of the race. Do you want us to take us through the grid?
Sure thing. Starting P16, we have not G13, the Wobbles. 15th, we have RSF1 Scotsman. 14th, we have CCR Weber, who had the qualifying ban. 13th, we have Koala for McLaren. 14th, we have Daniel P45 for Haas. 11th, we have Vibing Low for Williams. 10th, we have Fishsticks for Renault. 9th, we have Schumacher for Ferrari. 8th, we have RSF1 Raikkonen for Alfa Romeo. 7th, we have RSF1 Kachau for Alfa Romeo as well. 6th, we have Primus Gaming for Mercedes. 5th, we have Tom the Eco Maniac for Toro Rosso. 4th, we have Quaker Oats, and our top 3 are LR Blazer Guns for Williams. 2nd, we have Joshua for McLaren. And first, we have Kid Cudi on his second pole position for Red Bull.
Thank you very much. Just a quick note on the tyres. Interesting strategies all round, to be honest. Top 5 on mediums. Fresh mediums, obviously. Everyone on fresh tyres. Primus on hards. Which is interesting. Fishstick equally interesting on softs. Vibing Low on hards. And Weber on hards as well. Weber, I understand, because he's 14th, he's got nothing to lose, really. Safety cars, he can find himself in a very good position. Vibing, I think, as well. Fishsticks, soft tyres, I think he's hoping for a few position gains off the line, because obviously he will get that. Primus and Hardstone in 6th. Interesting. Very interesting. That could be inspired, or it might come back to haunt him, I think.
I wouldn't have thought it would be a good strategy, because the safety car ruins the hard to medium strategy, I feel, because you don't really gain anything. And the mediums will not go to the end if there's an early safety car, or even midway through the race. I feel tyre wear is really bad around here.
Yeah. Right. Be prepared for absolutely anything, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody can win this. And I genuinely mean that. 26 laps around the Baku city circuit. How many safety cars are we going to get? Probably going to get none now I've said that. But let's see. Cuddy and Joshua on the front row. Hopefully we can have a clean first lap, but it's so narrow through there. But let's see. Let's see. All get lined up now. As you go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And it's a very long hold, and lights out, and away we go. And Joshua's got a very good start, but the inside Cuddy's had a horrible start. He's ghosting as well, and he's lost 2 positions.
Oh, the Alphas have committed contact. Big contact.
Yeah, bit of contact at the back, but Joshua's got the lead. Blazers in 2nd. Quaker's up to 3rd. Tomiko 4th. Cuddy's in the midfield. Weber's up 5 positions. He's had a great start. And no safety car after the first 2 corners. They've done better than F2. Weber's up the inside. Oh. Too wide for the midfield. But we're all running perfectly fine. Very good start from F4.
Yeah, very well behaved.
Don't see anybody with major damage though, but Cuddy with the worst start. He just bogged down, or it just didn't move. Don't know whether it would have been a
Kachow has
tyre.
major damage.
Oh, yellow flags.
Oh, we made it up.
That's Koala going
section.
very slowly. Koala going very, very slow. He's at the back. He's got major front wing damage. I don't know whether he's in contact with someone.
Yeah, I think it was Scotsman on the main straight.
Buddy trying to get past Tom, but couldn't do so. Webber, fantastic start, up 6 places. He's up to 8th already. Fantastic start from Webber, and he's already on the back of Raikkonen and his teammate. Very clean start, Webber. I'm not genuinely surprised, but I expected a safety car, didn't get one. There's quite a bit of lag from Tom and Cuddy. I'm on board with Cuddy. He's jumping about all over the place with Tom. I don't know whether that's a general lobby thing or... Okay, remember that there is storms everywhere. As Kachow's in the pits, as is Koala. They both had damage.
Unlucky for the Alphas there.
As Cuddy trying to get by on Miko. I'm hoping this lag stops a bit. Ah, Webber's got by Primus. Raikkonen and Webber got by Primus. Primus made a mistake somewhere. Get damage. He's alright. Might have made a mistake.
Yeah, I think at the turn 1, Raikkonen or Kachow squeezed each other and they hit each other teammate contact.
Yeah. He sticks in 10th still. On no soft tyres. And it's his first race. I think he's just calmly trying to stay out of trouble. Doesn't want to cause any mischief, which is obviously good to see. See where he is. There he is. 10 still. Got Wobbles behind, who's got a bit of a train with Scotsman, Schumacher and Vibing at the back. Chow and Koala's already pitted. Cuddy is having some real... Are you seeing this lag?
Yeah, I can't tell who's
Is it both of Is it both of them or just Tom? Because I can't tell.
Well, when I go into the out view camera, Cuddy lags, but then when I go on the onboard, it's Tom the Eco Maniac. So I don't know.
Here comes Cuddy. Yeah, keeps jumping forward a few. This is getting bored with Tom.
Oh, Cuddy's in the wall. Yeah, he's got damage. Front left.
Lag. I feel like it's Cuddy. I feel like it's Cuddy laggy because I'm bored with Tom.
Yeah.
He's not jumping about.
I think it is Cuddy.
Yeah. And that could be explaining of the start that he had as well. Well, so Cuddy's having some big problems. Darkside saying it's lag across the board, so Cuddy's not good. I tell you who is on pace right now, that's Webber. He's past Raikkonen, he's on hard tyres, he's up to 6th. Great pace from Webber.
Yeah, I see actually the Mercedes have got the same strategy. They
Yeah,
must feel,
I did question the yeah, Reb's saying it's not Tom. Yeah, I agree with that. Unexplained the start from Cuddy there, but hopefully it evens itself out. I was just thinking this. By this point in F2 yesterday, we're about to have our second safety car. These guys haven't had any yet.
yeah, they've
I
all
hype
been
it up and then it
very well behaved.
It was a very, very clean first lap, wasn't it? Few with damage. Street circuit, you kind of almost expect that, but no one retired. We're all still running.
Yeah, for Baku, it's an exceptional couple of laps.
You know what I'm thinking though, it's a bit like a real life race. Everyone's about a second apart. Weber, though, is now
He's
putting Cuddy under
pretty
pressure.
under pressure.
It's definitely him, because on board Weber, he's jumping a bit.
Yeah, Kid Cudi has the alien indicator. Any of you get that reference?
Alien indicator. Meanwhile, up front, Joshua's got 2.7 gap and seems to be stabilising about that ahead of Blazer. Quaker's in third, Tom in fourth. With a gap to Cuddy and then Weber. Behind them, you got Raikkonen, Primus, Daniel, all second and a half between. Then you got Fish Sticks in 10th. Scotsman's got ahead of Wobbles as Cuddy's gone completely sideways. Really struggling with this damage.
Yeah, Weber will get him on the straight with the DRS. He's looking pretty good in a straight line.
Oh! That dirty air though. That's the one corner on this straight as he's got the frontline speed. I think he should be able to slot in front.
Yeah,
There he goes. P5 for Weber.
Amazing start.
9 places. Daniel's in the pits. Daniel's had damage, I think.
Yeah, he's pitted
into the
for a
pits
new
he
plane.
goes. Hard tyres. I don't know whether they could go to the end. There's Schumacher, they're both Ferraris, 11th and 12th at the moment. They're behind Fish Sticks, who's having a look at Scotsman. They're busy battling over 9th and 10th at the moment.
Yeah, Raikkonen's starting to catch up to Kid Cudi.
Yellow flag set to 1. I think Daniel's gone straight on turn 2 as he came out the pit, so can get those hard tyres into check. Oh! Fish Stick sideways. Fish Stick struggling really. I don't think he likes this track. I'm for certain that car is very stable. Both Ferraris sticking the back end out as well.
Yeah, I don't think the softs last very long around here, so
No.
I think that it might be tyre wear.
They've done several laps on them as well, but both Ferraris are trying to find a way through. On board of Wobbles, see whether you can find a way through. Yellow flag set to 2. So McLaren, Koala. He's had enough. Oh, he's got more damage. Koala's not having fun. Here comes Wobbles with the overtake on Fish Sticks. Is Fish Sticks going to be overtaken by Schumacher as well? He's going to lose both positions. Schumacher maybe looking at the inside of Wobbles. Fish Sticks trying.
I think Fish Sticks has more damage.
Did he? Oh yeah, he does. Front right.
Wobbles under pressure from his
looking at the back of
teammate.
Wobbles. Team
Don't go
orders,
for
or are you
it.
battling? Oh, team orders. Okay. Schumacher through. Into 10th. Far cry from yesterday when we were 1-2 for a brief moment. But anyway. Battling on the point. Well, we were 1-2 after the first 2 corners and then 7 laps. Because of 2 safety cars. Then I decided to pit and etc. Wallace back in the pits and is on soft tyres. Interesting call.
That's a 2-stop already, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have necessarily gone on to softs. That was my sort of question on the whole thing.
A Ferrari's in the wall, Wobbles. He's got damage.
I go off of him for 1 second. Yeah, not having trouble as the Williams are vibing, is having a look at Fish Sticks now. Oh wow, yeah, Wobbles. Oh, good awareness from the 2. That slowed up Fish Sticks massively, and here comes vibing. Surely this is going to be a move. Wobbles is going to go into the pits. No, Fish Sticks is in as well. They're both in. Speeding in the pit lane. A fifth stick, so you'll be looking to continue one.
Raikkonen's not really catching up to Kid Cudi. And Cudi's back into the DRS range of CCR or Webber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Webber's pace seems to, or rise up the grid seems to have stopped a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think there's the ERS to push on a bit harder. Actually, neither of them do. But Tom seems to be managing it pretty good.
Josh was absolutely flying. Josh was absolutely flying up front. Meantime, 4.5 second gap now. In fact, Quaker is putting Blazer on a bit of pressure. About a second gap between the two. And this is the closest battle so far. Webber then get a good drive out of that corner. So Cudi would actually, it's going to be putting Webber under big pressure, and he comes out this corner.
Right on the rear.
See the dirty air coming through. He's going right up that gearbox now. Gonna be another move that we're going to see at turn 1. Yeah, simply through. Webber tucks back in the slipstream.
The
looking
DRS
for turn
is
1.
just so powerful.
The problem for Cudi is he can maybe overtake Webber because obviously he's on a quicker tyre. But because of that damage, I don't think he can put away.
I wouldn't have thought so. It puts him really vulnerable through the sector 2. I don't think it's as important through the first and the second because there isn't that many turns there.
Waker now is right up behind Blazer. Oh, there's Cudi and Webber back at it again. Both Red Bulls in battle, one defending and one attacking at the moment.
It seems Tom the Eco Maniac's just running his own race. He's in quite a nice gap, really.
Yeah. Right, see if Quaker can have a good set to Koala with the fastest lap of the race on fresh softs. And it all Blazer very wide into the wall. Didn't touch the wall, but understeered wide, didn't get a good run out this last corner. So here we go, here comes Quaker. Does he have the
He doesn't have a lot of ERS.
He's struggling. Here we go, can he go on the inside? He's going to go outside. On camera. Oh, Quaker to go running outside. Oh! Oh. That could have ended in tears, but it's good that they both kept contact to minimum there. Space is going to retaliate.
Oh,
Josh was
out.
gone! No! He had such a lead. Oh, and he's just on the outside. So this is the battle for the lead. Virtual safety car. How's that a virtual?
I don't know. I thought that should have been.
Oh, Blazer! No!
What's he
Blazer's
done?
got damage. It's all kicking off.
Vibing low.
Speeding on the safety car. Oh, Joshua, when is he going to get the luck? He had this in control. And that's all it takes. One mistake and it's gone. And then Blazer just put on the power out of turn 5 and he went straight into the wall. He's got damage. So Quaker now leads this race.
That would put Tom the Maniac P2, wouldn't it?
There's an even more damage for Vibing. Not Vibing, Blazer. Yeah, he's got serious damage on that front wing. He's got to be pitting now, I would assume. And all of a sudden, Quaker's in control of this race.
I do believe Blazer Guns is in the pit window for hards, though.
Yeah,
So not all
but
of
he's going to drop way back. Oh, Joshua, I do feel really sorry for him because he has the pace to be up at the front running, and he was today. He was just 6 seconds ahead of the battling Quaker and Blazer.
Yeah,
I remember last week he was battling with Quaker, that tremendous battle. The Blazer's in. He's going to drop way back. Where's he going to come out? Is he going to come out ahead of Raikkonen? I'm thinking. Because Raikkonen's the highest of those that have pitted. I think. Yep. Scotsman's in as well.
No, he's going to come out ahead of
it's way ahead. It's way ahead.
He'll get quite a big undercut with everyone else. I guess that's the benefit.
Alright, so who's pitted? So Vibing hasn't pitted. Then 8th, and the top 6 haven't pitted. All the rest have.
Yeah.
I'm amazed that wasn't a full safety car. Amazed, because that was a parked car on the racing line.
Pretty much, yeah.
It is.
Webber's looking in contention for the podium. Because he'll be really
He
quick
is,
at the
because
end of the race.
Remember, Cuddy's got that damage, so he's going to lose a lot of time, obviously, changing that front wing. So that could bring Primus into 4th, potentially.
Yeah, it'd be a good day for Mercedes.
Still a long way to go, though. Running on lap 10. Still could have late drama with a safety car once again. Two Alphas close to one another. Raikkonen ahead of Kachal.
I would have thought Kachal would try and overtake Raikkonen. Because I think they're on different strategies.
The two Haas boys together as well, with Wobbles shadowing them. All of which are pitted, so they're kind of still there as well. Charles going to have DRS on the back of his teammate.
Laser Guns is creeping up the back of Schumacher.
Yeah, Schumacher obviously unpitted, he'll be on medium tyres, so those mediums fresh. Have a couple of laps, I think, for those guys, I would say.
The Mercedes.
Oh no, the mediums.
Ah.
Another couple of laps, I think. I think they go 11, 12. I said 11 for me, but I'd already done a lap, so it's about 12, 13 laps.
About that, I thought, yeah.
I mean, they can pit on hards now very easily. Hards could go about 21 laps, but they're obviously thinking about traffic. They don't want to come out in that. Right, so Wobbles is right up in the back of Daniel. I don't think Daniel likes this circuit because he hasn't really been comfortable top 10 all evening. Wobbles is really putting him under pressure. Jesus Christ, how close he went through Castle. Leaving nothing on the line, trying to keep up with Scotsman, but as Tom is in.
Yeah, and so is Kid Cuddy.
Right, so where's Tom gonna come out? Is he? Where's Blazer?
Wow.
Yeah, he's behind Blazer.
Oh,
Blazer spun it! No!
Into the pit exit as well.
Oh my god, Blazer. Bring the cars back in. Bring the tyres back in. So Tom's overtaken it, and then now into... Wow, it's actually into a net second. Not bad from Tom. He got a good result in China last time out. Picked up his first points.
His first podium, I think.
Yes, flat set to 1. Ferrari's off. Wobbles.
Quakers lost the rear.
Safety car. Yay!
What was that for?
What? It's because because Wobbles went up down the escape road and he's driven off again.
That's some great game logic there.
Vibing.
Is that another one for him?
The safety car.
I
Oh, Quaker's got damage. Oh.
Yeah, he spun it on the... Is it turn 11? You put the power on and the car spun it at the wall.
He's a lucky boy actually, because if that without the safety car, he would have been dropped right back. That would have put Tom. It still could put Tom in a net lead.
Are the Mercedes going to pit? It could be a gamble.
I would have said so.
Yeah, one of them's blocked in, so the
Weber's in anyway.
Aren't then.
I'm curious of whether Tom is going to get the lead.
Primus is in the pits as well. Oh, they're double stacking.
Where is Tom? This is going to be close. I think the safety car has saved Quaker massively. Yeah, it has. Because he's just kept the lead. Right, so Webber comes out side by side with Blazer just ahead of him. And he's on mediums.
Primus has just come out ahead of Kid Cudi.
Also on mediums as well. So Cudi's got a fresh... Cudi's got a fresh set of hards. Now he's got the damage out the way as well, so he's on a fresh sort of set. Now, evaluate his race. Alright then. I was going to say, it's taken some time for a safety car, but that was a very silly reason for a safety car.
Yeah, I'm so surprised Joshua's crash just wasn't, and yet someone got on the escape road.
And that was virtual.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. Although to be fair, in real life, some safety car calls are debatable. Some, I mean, they've got better over recent years, but still. Right, so obviously the first thing, remember what happened last week under safety car. We had a lot of penalties with people hitting each other. So give the gap, mind the gap, and carry on, I guess, is the word. Do not want any penalties this time.
I don't think there has been any penalties other than Vibin's drive-through.
Yeah, remember last time though. So many. Again, they never sort of give each other gaps. Like they're all really bunt. All it's going to take is someone to slam on their brakes, and there's about 5 cars hit each other like dominoes.
Yeah, that's probably the only issue with the safety car. Is the drivers in the train.
Well, it's just up to people, isn't it? You know, they just gotta make it amongst themselves. Safety car a little bit of a wobble down into turn 1. Right, so both Mercedes are going to be one to watch on this restart, Vettel. Both on medium tyres. They're might be struggling on the last couple of laps on those tyres if they go full beans on them. But initially, obviously Webber's going to be putting Tom and Quaker under pressure, and see if Primus can get on a podium as well.
Yeah, those Mercedes will be very quick off the restart.
So what I am interested in is Kachow at the moment, P8. He hasn't pitted, and he's on 12 lap hards.
Oh. I guess these safety car laps do take a bit of pressure out of them.
Oof. He's got to go another 12 laps on them.
I feel like he should
be screaming at the end.
Yeah, I think pitting on the mediums would have been a better strategy.
Does also bring Koala and Fish Sticks back into the race. Potential opportunity for them because they were way back. Yeah, both of them are way back, so... $39 viewers at the moment, stabilising around about that mark, so thank you very much for watching. Still 12 laps of this race to go, still anybody's really, to be honest. any other remaining, just keep your car intact, and who knows, could be in the right position at the right time. But let's see on this restart. It's going to be the key thing as well. Remember last time,
The safety car coming in.
who was on?
Yeah.
Yeah, last time was interesting.
Ooh,
So,
Kachal,
yeah,
penalty.
Kachal's hit his teammates. Oh
damage.
dear, that's even worse. They're both in the same party as well, but here we go on the restart. Quaker's not really allowing that safety car to go in. He's still going at a reasonable pace. Gotta be careful.
There, he's gone. He's gone.
Is he?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
there,
gone.
now he is. That's a pretty good restart actually from Quaker's caught.
Webber's. Oh,
Oh no!
Webber's
No,
out.
Webber's out on the front straight.
He just went straight into the back of.
Oh no!
Oh, Tom the
I don't know
Ecomaniac's
what
in the wall.
happened. Oh, Tom's
Oh.
out.
Massive contact
Oh.
in turn 1. Damage
Oh,
everywhere.
jeez.
And how's that not a safety car?
Oh, and vibing. I think that's gone straight into the wall.
Yeah, he has. Oh, Tom was.
Sorry about my phone there.
Yeah, Tom was
What
on
happened
such
there?
a good race. I don't know. It just seemed like his car just stopped on the straight, and then Webber just went plowing into the rear of him. I don't know what happened there.
Could have been a lag jump, I guess, and then Webber's out on the spot. So Quaker now. Well, it's taken one of the Mercedes out there. Primus is still there in P4. Cuddy's up to 3rd.
Koala's in P10, but I feel like he'll probably get a penalty for some of the naughty stuff he's done.
Yeah. Right, so the front four pulled away on that restart. Interesting restart.
Kachal's up to P5. He must have had a good restart.
Yeah. Red Bull's looking very, very good as it stands, but at the moment, Blazer still keeping Quaker under pressure as Raikkonen's in the pits, as is Daniel. Both oh, Kid Cudi's gone straight on. Turn 2. He was up there and he's all side by side with the Haas of Scotsman. Scotsman's having a good second half of this race, but Cuddy.
Having a look down the inside.
Oh, and Tom's retired. He's retired in the
crashed.
pits.
Oh no.
Retired in the pits.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, that's his card. Comes out and then just retires. There, right. So Kachal's up to P4. Very nice.
I don't think he can hold that though. His tyres are so old.
No. At the moment, he'd be alright still, but he's still going to have to hold back Cuddy, who we know he's got pace, but this doesn't seem to be hooked up together. Hooked up. Tonight keeps on making mistakes. Keeps on bringing him back. So Primus is now up to 3rd, and now could the 2 leaders. Oh, there's Kachal goes wide, and Cuddy going to be putting Kachal under pressure.
Is the DRS back on?
Yeah, flat set to 2. Haas is off. Daniel's in Warwick Castle. No, it's not back on yet. Now it is.
Yeah.
Be available on next lap. So if you can get a good run out of turn 2, then he'll be good. As Koala's up to P8 now. He was way off at the back of the grid about 10 minutes ago. He's now up to P8. Great stuff from Koala. He's got past Fishsticks, who was in 9th. Wobbles in 10th. Schumacher up to 7th. Buddy's still on the back of Kachal. Be careful. Oh. The way these races just keep on.
Did Quaker win last week?
Wait.
Or was that LR?
I think he may. LR won on track, but I think Quaker won on penalties. I believe, from what the Drivers' Championship table sees. I wasn't told the results. Apparently, Blazer had a penalty. Afterwards, it dropped into 7th.
Alright, I see.
Look at this train, though. Look at this train, though. Behind Kachal. Kachal's really struggling now. Especially with Cuddy. Way faster tyres.
Yeah, he's lost the rear.
Wobbles is out. Virtual safety car. Where's this Wobbles?
If I was
Backstreet.
Kachal
Oh, it's
now,
Raikkonen. Raikkonen's just gone straight on at Castle. He's got damage. He nearly lost it himself.
I feel like Kachal has to pit. There's no way he can keep them behind.
Yeah. On the virtual, so that's that 3 now. Up to 3. Virtual and full. 1 full, 2 virtuals.
Oh, it's finished.
Oh. Kachal's in. As Schumacher's having a go at Scotsman, I think, on the inside wall. Koala's near there. Oh, Koala's round. No. Oh, Koala was on such a good recovery.
He's got...
Still can get 8th.
Has he got damage?
Ah.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, Raikkonen's in the pits as well.
Yeah, both Alphas.
Not been a great day.
Right, so at the front, so Quaker behind Quaker keeping in front of Blazer, caps about 1.5 prime, so it's not really making inroads on these two up front, even though it's on mediums, but I think he's just waiting for a bit. Racking them under softs.
He wants to go for the fastest lap. Yeah, he still has enough time to pit again because of Daniel. So he could go for the fastest lap and then pit again onto fresh tyres.
Right, saying in the chat, Tom and Cesar Weber, let the stewards do the talking afterwards. Don't need to be speaking about it in the chat. Let that everything cool down. Just we'll obviously discuss about what happened afterwards. Alright, so leave it at that. Thank you. Schumacher's on the back of Scotsman. The 5th. Oh, this will be an audacious move on the inside. Oh, it's going for it. Bit of a lunge. All side by side. Scotsman gives him the room. Let's see. Get the run out of turn 2. No, Scotsman gets a good drive. So we can go again later. Going to be talking about driver of the day soon.
Oh yeah? Oh, I thought it was a 30 lap race.
It's actually gone quite quickly considering.
Yeah.
Lap 19 at the moment.
Races and everything. It's had drama, safety cars, and some pretty good racing, I think.
It was calm like the first 10 laps. Too calm. First 10 laps, and then it all just imploded. And went, yeah, this is Baku, this is a league race. Oh yeah, we forgot about that.
After that VSC, it seems to have opened this race wide open.
I tell you what, Blazer's hungry for this race win. Really hungry for this race win. Quaker was not very good through that left and right. Blazer looks like he got a good run at the final corner. This is a move up the inside. Yeah, bit of moving around from the pair of them, but Blazer guns right on the outside, takes the lead of the race. As the crowd cheers, they like that. I don't think Quaker has the oomph to go back as Schumacher gets by Scotsman. Scotsman went a little bit sideways. There might have been contact, but Schumacher's through into 5th. Oh, and Scotsman's in the wall in the background. He's got damage. Yeah, damage for Scotsman.
Raikkonen's on a purple lap.
Yeah, should be able to take the fastest lap away.
Hungry for that final point.
Well, take it away from potentially someone else. I mean, who had it? Well, Koala had it. And Schumacher, not Schumacher, Raikkonen's going to nick it away. Yep. Here he goes.
Can he go another 6 laps in those tyres?
1.3 seconds quicker than Koala's fastest.
Waker's still keeping laser guns honest.
Yeah, it's still within DRS range. This battle may not be over. What's the ERS looking at? Blazer slightly more. As long as Quaker keeps within that second Vettel, he's always got a chance.
I'd probably try and save it up and then for the last 3 laps just go qualifying laps against him.
Yeah, save ERS behind at this point. He seems to be... seems to be saving ERS a little bit. And keep with him. If he keeps within middle sector here, while saving ERS, he can then have a full attack. And also he's got 3 lap fresher tyres than Quaker in front of him. It's all calming down back again. These two are the closest on track. Or slightly over the curbs. Blazer better through there. What's it going to be like through Castle? Quaker leaves nothing on the table on that first curb. Jeez.
He's out of the DRS at the moment.
Yeah, as long as Blazer keeps on going. Yeah, he's got about 20% more ERS. So he's trying to break that DRS mark. Over the curb. Quaker's desperate to stay in it. Gap's a second.
He's got to do it by the straight. Just, I think. Yeah, just in the ERS.
I love how they both put it into overtake as soon as they get on this straight.
Yeah, it's probably my favourite straight in the game, if I'm honest. It's not really straight, but it's just so long. It gives you a bit of a break from the rest of the track.
Yeah, I think the key thing here is Blazer just has a little bit more, so he can risk keeping it in. He can put in overtake just that little bit longer. And at the moment, it's just giving him that buffer. Primus behind, holding on to a good 3rd place.
I'm sure he'll take that.
Yeah, he's had a tough time, Primus, so far this season. 1 point to his name coming into here, so it'll be his first podium if he can keep it. If he can keep it, still some time to go. Buddy in 4th.
Here's
Schumacher in 5th.
Here's my guy for driver of the day. It'll be the Scotsman. 9 places.
Yeah. Scotsman in terms of position. Certainly. Oh yeah, penalties. Does anybody have any? Let's check that first.
Yeah, I'll check for you. Laser Guns has nothing. Waker has nothing as well. Nothing for Primus. Quiddy's got 2 warnings.
Ooh.
Schumacher's got nothing. The Scotsman's got 2 warnings. Fish Sticks has got 2 5-second time penalties.
That's going to drop him out the points. I think one was speeding in the pit lane as well.
Yeah. Kachow's got 2 5-second penalties.
Oh.
I don't think it'll matter though, because
Right, so Koala will move up to 7th then in that case.
he will get the 10-second penalty for the readying up early though.
Oh yeah, that'll be post race though. Oh, Scotsman's in. Why has he done that? I would have think he had damage. Oh, he had more damage. Oh, you want to change your vote? Called it too early.
Yeah.
Oh, Scotsman, that is a shame. That is a real shame. Yeah, I just noticed it. That he had a little bit more damage in that front right, and trust me, around here, when you get big front wing damage, it's almost impossible to keep it out. He's down to 9th, so position gained is Koala. 6 places. Oh, but he did ready up, so I don't know. I don't know
And
this
he
one.
retired on track.
Oh yeah, he's retired on track as well. Cool. I mean, Scotsman's still up 6 places.
I think this might be a record, you know. Daniel's on the 5-stop strategy.
And he's at the points though, that's at the moment. What do you think? I think the next best is, I'd say, I was going to say Fish Sticks. I think he's had a reasonable debut. Hasn't done anything out of place, I don't think. I mean, obviously he's had the pit lane speed limit thing, but I think, you know, anybody can do that from time to time. But apart from that, I think it's only Schumacher, unless you can think of anybody else.
Maybe
yeah.
Primus.
You have another shot, Primus, yeah, another one. Man with the cash, staying in there.
He's made the alternate strategy work, so.
Actually, what do you think in the chat, guys? Driver of the day, what do you think? I'd say good shout for Blazer as well, because he's kept it near the front. Oh, by the way,
yeah.
in the chat, I'm not going to take same team votes, if that makes sense. So if you're in the same team as your driver of the day vote, I'm not going to take it, because that's just biased. Although my vote for Schumacher is biased, so. Schumacher is up the back of Fish Sticks.
I kind of feel Schumacher's just been there, really. I haven't seen he's done too much. He's just been there. No mistakes though, which is always a good thing.
I mean, he said he despises Baku, so 5th. If he gets 5th, there's still a lap and a half to go. 2 for Blazer, 1 for Koala. Blazer, kind of a toss-up between Blazer and Primus, but here comes Koala, who's going to try and overtake Fish Sticks, who's middle of the road defense. Oh, Koala swings it to the left.
I think Schumacher's got the damage.
Inside. Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, he does. Front right.
Front right.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me top this up. Let's go back. Oh, Blazer nearly dropping it. Don't drop it now, but oh, Jesus!
He's flying. He's just trying to.
How close did he go to that right roll? Oh.
That's what Joshua's qualifying lap was before Schumacher crashed out. He was flying through there.
Less than an inch. Raikkonen's back in the pits. Yeah, those soft tyres are completely cooked after he set the fastest lap. Back in.
Yeah, I don't think he can set another fastest lap. Or can he? Yeah, I think he can.
Oh, Fish Sticks, no! Just before Castle, he's off. Moves Kachow into 7th.
This could get Kachow 7th because of his penalties.
Potentially. Put him out to Blazer, who is now about to begin his final lap of the race. Let me just check over the comments. It's kind of a toss-up between Blazer and Primus by the looks of it, although Blazer has actually one more vote, I think.
Yeah, having said that, Blazer did spin, didn't he? And had damage.
1, 2. Oh yeah, he did. He did, and he actually recovered that, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to go Blazer then.
With Primus a very close second, I would say.
Yeah, very close.
But definite shout out to Fish Sticks, even though he's just been passed by Scotsman. But considering his debut, I think Fish Sticks, I think he's not done anything out of place, not that I've seen.
No, he'll still finish in the points.
Well, actually, this might not be over because there's less than a second. Now, if Quaker can get a good run out these last two corners, we might have a grandstand finish here. Because, Quaker gets a good exit, which he does. Oh, this might be quite close. I think Blazer may just have enough. If we get a good exit on this right-hander, it's going to be very close. They're both in overtake, but I think Blazer's just going to get it. Yep.
Yeah, I think he's got it.
Blazer takes it. He got the win on track last time out, but this time there is no doubt in my mind, unless I missed something completely radical, that I'm pretty sure he's going to keep the win on that one. Quake Rate second, Primus third, his first podium of the season. Kid Cudi still gets fourth. He's had a troubled race from his standards. Yeah, still lead the championship. Does he act? Yeah, he does. Although his lead will be cut for 2 points, I think.
It'll be his teammate P2,
won't it? Fifth. Koala and Kachao are quite close. Koala actually gets P6 with that.
I want to thought he'd stay
Koala
there,
actually keeps P6. Yeah. If Koala hadn't readied up or retired on track, he'd have been driver of the day, no question.
Yeah, definitely.
That I'm sorry to say, it's gonna
hurt. Can Raikkonen
Charles
snatch
7, Scotsman 8.
Fastest lap?
Vistix is going to come home in 9th, I think, unless Raikkonen can pass him on penalties.
Yeah, I think he will.
He's run out of ERS. Leaking everything. Yeah, I think he will actually. Unserved penalty. Yeah, 9th. And Daniel. Another hard race for Daniel.
Yeah.
And he's going to come in 11th.
Not getting any luck at the moment.
Yeah, I thought it was. Cuddy's saying, sorry about them first 5 laps of lag. A massive snow and thunderstorm hit my area and it was mental. After it stopped, it went back to normal. Yeah, to be fair, that does make sense because...
Yeah, I didn't see it lag after that.
Ease off the lag, didn't it? Yeah. So Blazer, I think that's a complete redemption drive, I think, for Blazer, because as I said, he got the win last time out on track, but a penalty there brought him back to 7th. This time there's no doubt. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
Got it now.
Driver of the day.
Good race there. Wasn't as definitely wasn't as crazy as F2 yesterday, but it had its moments. I mean, got a feel for several people there. Joshua leading the race.
Yeah, Tom the Maniac and Weber.
Yeah, both of them could have been up there, but it is Blazer that takes the victory with Quake Rate second, Primus in third, Kid Cudi fourth, Schumacher fifth in the Ferrari, Koala sixth in the McLaren, then Kachao and Scotsman 7th and 8th, Raikkonen 9th, and Fishsticks in his first race gets a championship point. Daniel with 5 pit stops gets 11th place.
And it was Quaker Oats.
I don't think he has a mic still.
Oh, does he not?
No. He's gonna have to get one eventually. Especially now he's in the title fight, potentially. Right. One thing obviously from that noted in the chat as well, good big points for Red Bull.
Yeah,
in
did they extend the lead?
That race. Oh yeah, would have said so. They had 37 over Renault, and Renault only got a point. Alpha scored big as well, but I think they do extend their lead in the constructors. But for the team, overall teams, that's a big game for them. Right, you do third, I do the winner.
Yeah, sounds good. So
Right.
Primus,
Hello.
you must be pretty happy with the podium.
Oh yeah, mate. Chuffed, mate. That was a banging race. Oh, I'm knackered. This was a long, hard-fought podium. I'll tell you that. I was a bit risky because we had a wet qualifying for Q1 and 2 and Q3, and I saw we had a dry race. So knowing that I was guaranteed Q2 at least, I put on my dry setup. So as long as I set a time in Q1 and then Q2, knocked out in Q2, I'd be sitting pretty for the start with a dry setup, and some people might be on like mixed, moderate, wet, and dry. But then I qualified P6 in the end, and I felt really happy about that. But I was very nervous for the start. I mean, going into the race, it was a very difficult strategy because I was going to go for the survival game. I went into the hards, and I was planning soft, but then I realised they wouldn't make it to the end, so I instead stuck with the mediums. So I battled long and hard through, had battles with Raikkonen and Blazer, and even my teammate for a moment, but then because Webber was faster than me, I prioritised him and I let him go. And then under the safety car, when the safety car came out, we managed to pull off the perfect double pit, and we lost no time, and I got out in front of the pack behind me. And then suddenly, what was looking like a good point finish for the Mercs, I lost Webber. Like, in up ahead, he had contact with either Quaker or Tom, and it set him out the race, which was very upsetting because he was looking very strong. But yeah, in the end, P3, congratulations to Blazer Guns. I mean, I've been battling with this guy in Season 1 and Season 2, and, I'm not exactly in a title fight, but a podium, mate, it's made my day.
Cheers. Yeah, that was a good battle.
Do you feel you could get a strong result in Spain?
I feel I could. Last season in Spain, I was looking for a podium finish back then, but then I had an incident under the safety car. I remember that because that was probably my first ever time I sustained damage.
Remember that?
Like, yeah, it was horrible, and like I lost a load of time. But anyways, I'm thinking for Spain. I'm not going to get my hopes too high because with the likes of Quaker, Blazer, Cuddy, and many others in this division, I've got to take it one step at a time, But to get the podium today, that has just literally, I'm elated. Mercedes have needed this.
Yeah, congratulations on the podium, and I'll hand it on to Brunel to win a VR race winner.
All right. Obviously, one thing for me, to you, Primus, do you feel like, obviously, because you had a point going into this, do you feel like, obviously, this third place, your championship, whether you feel like you win a title fight or not, did you feel like your championship now begins from this race?
Yes. Obviously, Baku is one of my worst tracks, and I managed to perform really well. Made up 3 positions, and if I can keep this pace going for the rest of the season, I'm thinking that I might be able to challenge for the title battle. But as I said earlier, right now, one step at a time. But for today, I've taken a good step. All
right, congratulations on your third place, your first podium of the season. So, Congratulations on that. All right, so unfortunately, we skip over Quaker because he doesn't have mic still. If you're watching this back, get one, please. I want to hear your voice, not in a creepy way. I just want to know how you feel. But we go to Blazer Guns, and obviously last time out you won on track, but unfortunately a penalty dropped you back post race. So I feel like you felt that this race you wanted the win. You desperately wanted the win, and I could feel that from your result. From your driving, you were determined this time. And obviously, unless you're telling me that I've missed something completely out of the blue, don't think I missed anything. Might have done, but hey ho. That you are going to keep the win this time, because very good drive. As with everyone in the chat agrees, drive of the day, voted by them.
No. Wait, who won it?
You did.
Wait!
That's what I was saying.
Blazer.
Oh, well.
You know,
I didn't really word that. No, I didn't really word that correctly.
Not for me, no. But thank you. Yes, yeah, definitely a big win for me. I needed after last time out, which I was kind of annoyed finding out that I couldn't keep on the win in China. So I really wanted a back-to-back win, but I just moved on. I knew Baku was next. Baku was one of my strongest tracks. I won it last season in F4, and to be fair, back-to-back Baku wins in F4. I'm really happy.
Oh yeah, you won last time out. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I won last season, and well, this season I had a better qualifying position than last season. But yeah, all I had to do was just have a good start. I had quite a few good battles with Primus and everybody else. Made sure I had no problems with Weber this time behind the safety car. It was all good. And just try to avoid everything, and somehow I've avoided the crash between Tom the Ecomaniac and Diesel Weber, so I knew I could go in for a race win, but I knew Quaker Rose's tyres were fresher, her tyres were fresher than mine, but I just didn't think I would actually win it.
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously, multiple times of that race, your emotions must have been up and down, because obviously at the start you had Joshua controlling the race, and obviously commiserations at him losing it there, because you were battling for second with Quaker, and all of a sudden I was a battle for the lead, and then corner later you then went sideways and hit the wall. So at that point you must have been thinking, oh, the wind's gone away, but then because of the safety car late on, it put you back in. So but that's what league racing does, doesn't it? Just up and down emotions. But you got it. Good solid overtake going into turn one on Quake, and then it was just managing ERS from there, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely managing the ERS. I know I was getting at least lowest to about 20%, but as soon as I get into the corners, I just switch my ERS to none, build that all the way around to the main straight. That's how I managed to pull the gap. But yeah, I know Quaker. I give him some credit. He is a good quick driver. I just knew if I was gonna pull away the gap between me and him for the win, I had to just do the best I can, and the only way I knew how to do it was by the castle section, where I felt really confident and going really quick at.
I was going to say about the castle section, you nearly gave me an absolute fright penultimate lap, because you were not even an inch away from the right hand wall when you flew through there, and I was like, you've done that as if you're doing a qualifying lap. It's lap 25 of the race. Goodness me. Obviously this race, as we can see obviously from last night going into tonight as well, not normally about you can have all the pace in the world, but you got to have the right strategy at the right time, and you did that. Spain, I expect far less chaos. I could be horribly wrong, but
hopefully.
Spain obviously is going to be a bit more like a pace track. What do you think your mind going into there? Obviously, Primus has pointed out you've got yourself, but you obviously got Kid Cudi. He's been good and really good in qualifying so far. As has Quaker, and obviously Daniel can never be discounted. So, what for your chances going forward, going into that? Because I believe with that you're now moving to 4th in the championship.
Yeah. Yeah, Spain, not a good result last season in Spain, DNF there. Hoping to redeem that this season. Yeah, I'm just hoping I could just get the pace in Spain, try go for another high points finish if I can. That's all I can really say. It's just if I can finish, wherever I finish, I'll be happy. Even if inside the points, the podium, or outside the points, as long as I finish, I'll be happy. Because last season I didn't finish. The Williams wanted to kill me. I'm hoping the Williams doesn't want to kill me next week in Spain.
Okay. Well, congratulations on your first win of the season, Blazer.
Thank you.
As I said, definitely should keep it this time, unless I've missed anything major. Don't think I have.
No.
But good. Right. So yeah, well done.
Thank you.
As I said, it might be
Quickly cutting something.
Yes.
I want to give massive respect to Blazer because in the whole battle today and ever since he and I started racing in the same division, we've had no problems. Maybe I think like the odd little moment here, like last year, I think it was like in my debut race maybe, but ever since then, me and Blaze had nothing but great battles. We've given each other the respect and the space, and I just have to give absolute massive credit and respect to him. He's genuinely a really fun driver, and I have to say he's a pretty good rival.
Thank you, and I could say the same thing as well to you, Primus. You're a brilliant rival.
There you are. So we've established a rivalry for the stream.
See how long that lasts. By the time we get to
Monaco.
Italy or Singapore or something around that point, let's see if you two are still good friends. It's good to hear.
I'm pretty
It's
sure.
good to hear.
I mean, me and Blazer have had no bad blood.
Never.
Well, hope it continues. We always like the rivalry and the camaraderie. No, that's not a word.
Camaraderie
Anyway,
is the word.
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, congratulations on the top 3. So, yeah, an interesting race, Vettel. Quiet start. Kind of bored over like a volcano, but it erupted, didn't it? As soon as the virtual safety cars and the safety cars made their appearance, it was a selection of drivers that could have won the race. Yeah, all entertaining stuff, but obviously we've got this kind of Joker 1 of the season, Joker 2 being Monaco, out the way. Spain next week, Vettel, that's where we're going to get back to pure pace, pure overtaking, pure strategy and battling, I reckon.
Yeah, Spain's always been like that though, hasn't it? I feel like it's a decent track racing, but you never know with league racing.
Yeah, could be fun. Yeah, that has been the F4 race at Baku. That is done and dusted. We don't get to see Baku. Well, might see it if we do another season on this game, but maybe not until the next game, whenever we do so. But it's done and dusted for F4 now. I had to think about it for a very long time, but we still have 3 more races to go this week at Baku. How many more safety cars are we going to get? We're up to 4. Yeah, 4 safety cars and 4 virtuals. And 2
I
races
reckon
gone.
There'll be a couple tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, the F1 division will take to the streets of Baku tomorrow, 8 o'clock as per usual time. Then we have the F5 on the Wednesday, and finally F3 will be finishing off the evening before we head to the Catalunya Barcelona circuit, where we'll kick things off on Sunday yet again. Yeah, all very good. Obviously, championship now, if my maths are correct, Cuddy will have a 2-point lead over his teammate. So we'll see if teammates can work together in Spain, or is that going to all boil over? Could it be their undoing to their very good start at the moment? We shall see. But
Hopefully undoing.
Hopefully undoing, yes. Or from championship neutral point of view, of course. We hope. But congratulations to our top 3. Primus Gaming and Mercedes, second for Quaker Boats and Red Bull, first for Blades of Guns and Williams, and he gets the driver of the day, as voted by the chat. We spiked at 42 viewers, 44 I think, at one point.
44.
Constant amount, 37 to 40. So thank you very much for your support, as ever. Yeah, tomorrow, 8 o'clock, the big boys come to town. So until then, I'm in RSF1 Bundle. Thank you for your company, Vettel. And from all of us here, good night. Take care.
Bye bye. Hashtag